Radio.
We back at it, Homegrown Radio. Chuck Dizzle DJ HED.
West Coast.
And we've been talking about it for the last few weeks, and just in general for 2018, and the surge of a lot of Los Angeles talent, and how proud we are to kind of see this, this new emerging of artists that's coming out there and doing their thing, man. In the building with us right now, man, we got Roddy Ricch up in the house right now, man.
Yeah. How often people fuck that up?
I fucked that up. And it's funny, I practiced that before. I said, I'm not going to say Roddy. I'm not going to say Roddy. I'm not going to say Roddy. And I said it.
How
Roddy, what's going on, big dog?
All the time.
All the time.
Fuck this shit.
Double R, though, man. What's going on, big dog?
Shit, chilling, same shit.
He said, now look, disclaimer for everybody listening. He said he don't really be doing interviews like that. You know what I'm saying? He don't really like, radio hosts asking him a bunch of questions.
Fucking up his name and shit.
Nah.
But why is that? Do you choose to focus on the music more? And is that kind of like your angle?
Yeah, I just be in my own lane for real, like in my own pocket. You feel me? I don't know. Like, communication never been a thing for me. The music was just a way to communicate for me. I don't talk like that.
How'd you step into that world though?
What, music?
Yeah.
Growing up, it wasn't really much to do like that. Besides, shit. Everybody around me, gangbanging,
right.
In the streets like that.
But I'm saying, like, there was no like musical influences, like family members, anybody that was tapped into the music early on that sing, rap, anything.
Niggas rap around me, but it wasn't nobody like on doing it. Right. It was just like my uncles and stuff like that playing with it and stuff. But I took it serious for real. Like I started like I don't know, like recording more, you feel me, than everybody else.
I think that's one of the most interesting parts about it, because that's when somebody really taps in and takes it serious. Like, I'm a firm believer. If you lock in, I was just telling the homie Jesse off camera, like, once you lock into whatever the fuck it is you want to do, take that leap of faith or whatever it is. I don't give a fuck if it's music, if it's career, whatever it is, then you kind of start seeing things kind of attract and go your direction. So for you, what was that moment that you said, you know what? Fuck doing it as a hobby like everybody else that I see.
Weekend warrior is what we
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. When did you actually lock into it?
It's still, it ain't like, you know what I'm saying? It's still like fun to me. It ain't really no job really per se. But like, when I like my senior year in high school, I had put out this song, and it kind of went cool. So I was like, I could probably, you feel me? I could probably do this like for real. Like if I really record, like I could probably really be good. So I'm like 2 years out of high school.
Damn.
So I just been recording like nonstop for like 2 years for real.
Now, go ahead.
Do you find the transition hard, like to leave all the bullshit alone and like kind of like focus primarily on music? Not necessarily like you being the bullshit, but I'm just saying, like, I remember coming up around who I was coming up around, and like it was always hard to separate the homie shit from the music shit.
Niggas know if I could say that.
Yeah, you could speak freely.
Yeah, I'm really on some, I be on my own type, you know what I'm saying? So a nigga coming to me with some music situation, like, it gotta be something that is gonna be beneficial to both of us, or it's really no point in me indulging in the situation, you feel me? As far as homies chilling all that, like, niggas know,
hanging out, like all that kind of
I still be in the hood, like, you know what I'm saying? But it just, all that music stuff, like, this is my regular life. You feel me? Music is like, that's when I'm doing whatever I'm doing. You feel me? Niggas already separate that, so I ain't really got to tell them that.
Do you think that most of the people around that's been around since day one, like since before the music, do they respect it at the level that you respect it at? Like, or are you still like, oh, that's the little homie, he just doing his thing? Or is it like, no, let the homie do his business? Like,
don't nobody really approach me on no, like, trying to, like, they can't, niggas know they ain't coming at me like that.
Right.
Ain't nobody gonna force me to do nothing I ain't gonna do. So it's just like, they just respect me being in my own lane, and that's what it be. You
that's
feel me?
good.
Like, it don't never go over that. So,
now, for you, when you said earlier that, you released a song and it got the attention of certain, like, people or whatever, was it the amount of people that it was, or was it certain people that it got the attention of? Was like somebody that reached out to you saying, yo, I heard your shit, or was it like the massive amount of people in the neighborhood, or whatever the fact that said they fuck with it?
It was seeing how I had the streets. Gotcha. Like when I first put it wasn't no big. I think we got like probably now it's probably like at 800,000 streams. Right. Some small like compared to that.
Just
No,
bro, people wish they can get 80,000 streams right now.
Right. Just something small in comparison to what we doing now.
Yeah.
It just like it was like, you know, it was cool. Like that was something that was an accomplishment. Like, all right, it's like I really got the streets. You know, going to school, like going just neighborhood period, just niggas singing along. That was like confirmation enough. Like,
right.
I'm good at this.
Did you always believe that this could be a full-time thing for you when you first started it?
No.
Yeah.
It be like it was just fun. You know, like I ain't really think people would like you can make me like I always looked at rap like niggas ain't really making money.
Right.
Rap.
Like, side hustle
that's
type
just
shit.
me though. Like,
right.
Cause I like a lot of people that be doing the rap thing. Like I know, like they, you know, niggas be having certain niggas behind them getting money.
You know,
right.
real life situations.
Yeah. So I just know like a lot of niggas ain't making money like rapping like that. But it be like. You know.
So for you, what like, I'm interested for you. Like, what was that switch to you say, okay, all right, this is something that's gonna be beneficial for me? Like, was it a moment that you can pinpoint? Was it a certain amount of streams? Was it something? What moment for you that you say, all right, that's what it was?
It was just people knowing the music, like that was
people singing along to it.
Yeah, that was really it. Like it wasn't really no monetary gain or nothing like that. Like,
when was the moment when you looked up? Like you either was driving around or you heard somebody playing your shit, or what was the moment when you was like, okay, I'm kind of popping?
Shit, I still don't think I'm in like.
You probably don't think that you own like regular, that. Like, I'm saying, but you knew like, okay, I got something.
Shoot. Every time, it's always a new adventure with me. Like I just recently hosted a club and like I turned on my song and I ain't even really had to sing it.
Right.
So it was like just moments like that. Like,
what does that feel like?
You don't like attention though. That's what it is.
So you kind of introvert. Are you shy? Are you shy?
Nah, when I'm on stage, I talk my shit, but you know, it just. I mean, that shit come with it. Like that's what come with it. It's just regular shit. I be chilling though. I just
when you put out the Actually, you know what? I do want to ask you this. So, I remember you saying something about when you went to jail. And then after once you went to jail, you was like, okay, I got to do something. Yeah, I got to do something different. Yeah. Was that like the turning point where you was like,
actually, yeah, because when I went to jail, I was in there and I only had one tattoo at the time. It was my name on my forearm. And when I was walking in, you know, people just like, you know, they try to figure out or whatever.
See what's going on.
Yeah. So I'm like peeping, you know what I'm saying, niggas' body language and stuff. And some niggas was like looking at my tattoo, like trying to figure out if it was me. But this was before I was like even like the mixtape just dropped.
Oh, I was on some music shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, you know, like people be on the 2C thing too.
Right.
That's you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's on some other shit. But just my name, people was like somebody had the courage to ask me. He was from 60s. And he said, he was like, where, like, Roddy, like, it's you. Like, I'm like, yeah. He like, what you doing in here? Like, I was just listening to you like a week ago.
Damn.
Ooh, like, listening to your whole tape. Because they had just came out. Yeah. So, like, people in the streets were just getting on it. So, it was just like, you know, it was kind of different for me to, like, get that response. Mm-hmm. But I was in jail, though.
Damn.
So, I was like, man, I'm in jail. It's different. Like, how is niggas knowing who I am in jail?
And I'm in here.
Yeah. So a lot of older dudes just start like I just start when you in jail you move from tank to tank to tank. Yep. So like different tanks. I'm like he knowing me, they know him. So I'm just like, yeah, this too like I'm in a place where I ain't even supposed to be. You feel me? Yeah. Like this crazy. Like nah, I gotta just get up out of here. Like this ain't really for me.
So that day when you left, the day that they you know they let you go, whatever. That's when you was like, okay, I'm on this music full like.
Yeah, I just whatever. I'm gonna chase whatever I gotta. You know what I'm saying? I'm on what I'm on. Like whatever I'm gonna do, I'm gonna give it 110%. You feel me? Whether I'm gonna chase the music or I'm gonna sit down and chase the bag. Because at first it wasn't clear to me. Like, all right, the music itself is just what I'm gonna do. Right. You feel me? I was just like, I'm gonna do something because this ain't cutting it. I just knew that wasn't cutting it.
Right. Did you have other things that were in the mind? Like, all right, this is plan B or this is the other thing that I want to do?
I mean, you know,
shit you can't.
Yeah.
Move on past it now. Feed the streets. Let's go on to that. So was that moment prior to Feed the Streets or after Feed the Streets?
That was after Feed the Streets came out. I dropped Feed the Streets in November 2017. November 2017.
Yeah, last year.
17, something.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Something around there. And then shoot, I went to jail in December.
How long were you in?
Couple weeks.
Yeah. Did while you was in there, did anybody ask you for a feature or a verse or something like that?
Nah, niggas just kept asking me where I was from.
Right. Yeah, because I figured because you was like somebody was on the music shit. I'm like, damn, people really be on the music in the jail. I didn't think that.
Yeah, man, I get calls from my partners on Level 4 all the time. Like, man, you gotta put your albums on our
Oh yeah, so they can buy it on the books and shit.
I get that shit all the time. That shit, I be getting videos and like DMs on the 4. Yeah, niggas, real niggas in the pen fuck what I be talking about. That's the thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really be saying some real. When you break down everything I be talking about, I don't just be talking about my life. I'm talking about the niggas that's doing life ain't coming home. Niggas I talk to every, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I was gonna ask you too, because I mean, obviously you say you be on your own shit, but you're a very great storyteller. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna ask you how much of your life is into it, and how much is it based off of what you kind of peep around the scene.
I mean, it just be like it ain't really no percentage, but it just a lot of myself, like my own experiences being there, and then a lot of, you know, just my uncles and cousins and just my homies. Period. I just be wanting to tell their story because they ain't no, you know what I'm saying? They can't rap.
I was gonna say, do you feel like it's a certain level of responsibility to get those stories out there and kind of speak for the people that can't speak for themselves?
Yeah, I'm most definitely the illustrator of the streets.
Right. I like that.
Yeah.
And then you kind of be on your own wave. Like, you're not really doing what nobody else is doing. Do you take that offensively, or is that like something you kind of stick your chest up?
I used to. Like, people just, they ain't really get it. You feel me? Like, what I was on, like, I ain't really take offense, but it was just like I knew I wasn't going to be like everybody else. I knew I wasn't going to be just like, oh, you know, when you talk about Wu, then you got to compare him to
this person, that
person.
Like,
it wasn't really going to be like that. Like, the closest from the West that people compare me to or anything like that, it's probably like OT. You feel me? But that's like the only, but we don't even really talk about the same stuff.
Not at all.
So it just like, that I knew that. Like, I knew that.
You knew that going in.
I knew that. So it was just like.
So you used to take offense to it, where it's like. It rubs you the wrong way?
It just, I knew I wasn't like, when I'm doing my music, niggas ain't gonna gravitate to it off the top.
Gotcha.
Because it ain't really what we listen to all the time. You feel me? And that, not even we, because I grew up going out of town. So, you feel me? I ain't, like, I wasn't really tapped in to what was over. You feel me? It's always rooted. You feel me? Like, I'm listening to, you get what I'm saying? All the stuff that's coming
where be going?
Here, but at the same time,
where be going?
Chicago, you know, just Atlanta.
Gotcha.
Just moving around.
It's a very melodic undertone to the music too. So it's like, I think that's the part that's very catchy too. A lot of people could sing along to it, and I think that's dope too, because that's one thing that, of course, everybody gonna sing shit, and when it's something that you got the melody to, people gonna grab.
Don't you got family from the South too?
Yeah, my grandma is actually from Louisiana originally, so.
You tap into that too?
Yeah, she came out here when she was done with school, and she, you know, just was regular. But I grew up down the street from my grandma, so, you know, all the foods and how she talked and everything, it just kind of rubbed off. It just kind of rubbed off on me.
Do you think that when you go, so when you go in and say you want to make a song like "Fuck It Up," right? So you go in to make the song "Fuck It Up." Are you going in? You go in with the beat and then you write the song, or do you have the idea and you already got what you gonna say before you?
I don't write. I just go in,
freestyle,
I hear the beat, and then I used to record myself, so it got to the point where I don't even like. We just be going crazy. Like, it's kind of something you gotta witness.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like it's a process.
Nah, I feel like it's the new wave of, like, honestly, I've heard that before a lot.
Yeah,
too.
a lot of people say
like
that.
They don't even. It's no writing down. It's just like kind of recording, just kind of going just step by step and kind of making the moves that way. For you though, like, was it always the melody tack to it, or did you at one point you say, nah, I want to kind of go this route, kind of switch it up?
Bars.
I've been doing melodies since I've been singing and rapping and all that, whatever I do since the jump.
Gotcha.
Since before.
So it wasn't no fad with you. That was your shit. Yeah.
No.
I think that's important to know too. Honestly, because a lot of people they'll say or they'll think because obviously since Drake is the hottest motherfucker out here that
they automatically
that automatically put you in that box.
Like this R.I.P. Speaker knockers. Period.
I say you shot him out before. Yeah. Like, let me ask you this. I saw you do that before too. Do you think that it's important for people to always give it up to where they got their shit from? Yeah. Like because I noticed that a lot of the new dudes, they don't really do that. It's kind of, well, this is me. This is all like me. And I don't have no influences. Like,
I feel like, nigga, you ain't gonna make no music. You know what I'm saying? Like,
where you think you got this shit from? Right.
Like, that don't make sense. Yeah. But like I say, I ain't sitting up here biting niggas. Just
of course.
Every rapper I'm sitting listening to him. But nah, like what originally got me on what I was on was I was listening to Speaker Knockers and he passed away. So I felt like it was, you know what I'm saying, my responsibility in his music situation to carry on what he was on. This man was a storyteller at what he was 18, 19. He was young. He was, you know what I'm saying, he was a young nigga. Really doing his thing, telling the story, like, and nobody really got the grasp of what he was on until he passed away. And I feel like at this time, maybe my, you know what I'm saying, I'll evolve and change, but at this time, this is what I feel like, this is what I want to do.
Do you think that, like in the near future, it'll be some collaborations going on? Like, as I know you said, you kind of just like to do your own shit. You kind of anti-social with the music.
Yeah, but I don't even really do features for real.
Do you like recording with people or kind of just on your own vibe with your own folks?
It just depends on who you are.
Do you got to be a fan of somebody to collaborate?
No, not necessarily. I mean, what you mean, like their music?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to appreciate somebody's.
Yeah. I'm not just about to. No, I'm not about to just rap with you because you tight. Like, because everybody else think you tight. I don't care about that.
So how does that play into the next, what I'm assuming is going to be the next level into your career? You know what I'm saying? Once things kind of like are official, even more so, and you got, let's say, label situations, and they approach you to work with an artist. You may not vibe with them. Is that something that automatically you like, man, fuck that, I'm cool on? Or would you be more open to it down the line as you kind of understand the business a little bit more?
I mean, if I don't like your music,
I'm fucking with it.
I'm not.
Well, no, I mean, you could, let's say you like their music, but it's just like maybe not your cup of tea. But it's just it's somebody that's on, but it's just like, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily listen to their shit, but I'm not anti their shit. But it's a label situation, and they want to, you know, let two artists be on the same song or some shit.
I don't know. That shit gonna have to come in. The check gonna have to be big enough.
I'll let you know when it come around.
No, for real, that's just one of my things. I don't like just. You know what I'm saying? I get a lot of, man, let's do this.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Less work. You ever get the less work?
Yeah, I get that all the time. But it's like, if we ain't on the same page, what is we working on?
Right.
Nigga, I can't be building a house and you building an apartment. Nigga, it's not gonna be the same.
I like that.
You feel me? It's just, period.
I follow most of yours. And man, you know what? I got to shout out to Bird too. Just because, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
It's three people on this earth that go hard, okay? For whatever it is that they pushing. It's Bird, DJ Khaled.
I love the comparisons already.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. No, it's the real shit. It's Bird, DJ Khaled, and one of the homies, I ain't finna even say his name because I don't want him to be blowing me up. But
he gonna hit you with the less work?
No, I'm talking about the support. Like,
oh, okay, I got you.
I'm telling you, this is telling you this is the hardest shit ever in life. Yeah. You need to fuck with this. I got you, bro. Like, I gotta figure this out.
I'm Lil Bird from my hood.
I got a boss and shit. I got to politic with.
Tatted on me, bro. I know. You know what I'm saying? I know.
So this is where I'm going with this. Yeah. How do you convince another human being to ride for you on that level?
It ain't no convincing. Ain't no fuck.
I'm saying as far as like you, is it the music that hot? Is it beyond music?
It's fuck the music.
It's beyond music.
Nigga. If I quit music, anything I do, if I want to say fuck this shit, I want to go draw some pictures, nigga. We about to sell these motherfuckers $1 million a pop. We gonna go do that
to make shit happen.
Like it's whatever we own. That's what we all own. Feel me? So it's just like, it ain't even, you know what I'm saying? Just like Bird go hard for me, I'm gonna go hard for Bird too. Just like, you feel me? Dombo go hard for me, I'm gonna go hard for Dombo. Dombo go hard for Bird. That's just how it go. The whole team like that though. Like we the head
as
of
a
the
unit.
situation. But I got a whole rundown, you feel me? I got Breed, Winner, you feel me? Rarely, I like all my young partners, they running with me just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause this is us, you feel me? We the only people we feel like that could feed the streets the proper way, you know what I'm saying? These niggas out here telling them anything, telling the streets anything. I ain't really for that. I don't really stand for that.
What do you think the streets in general like? Cause I'm from LA. Me and him, we from here. But we talk to so many artists that come through here and they don't necessarily understand this LA shit.
Yeah.
What do you think we missing out here as a community, like on the street level and then on a music level?
On the street level, I feel like just LA County, that's LA, Long Beach, Compton. It's a lack of what I want to say, what's the word? I feel like it's a lack of not unity, but
community,
order.
Oh, structure.
Yeah. Structure. Mm-hmm. There you go. I feel like it's a lack of that, for real.
So
what about musically?
Music wise, I feel like it's I don't want to even be too controversial. I just feel like it's a lack of diversity. Period. That's how I feel. I feel like a lot of people just see one person and then they go after that one person. You feel me? When at the end of the day, you got artists like Draco that went a whole nother way. Niggas like, what this sound like? This don't sound like nobody. Free him, by the way.
Right.
And it's just like, he made his own lane. Free Greedo.
Yeah. He
went his own way.
Yeah.
Feel me? Me, I went my own way. Like, I just feel like in this day and age, out over here, it's a lot of like, you know, Savi went his own way. Mm-hmm. It just when you go your own way, then you feel me, it makes sense. But I feel like it's a lack of diversity. People don't really feel like they want to step outside the box. They just follow in the forefront, God. That ain't really.
And I think that's one thing that we touched on a past few podcasts is like, that's the underlying thing. That's why we fuck with what's coming out. It's like, they don't give a fuck
about none of this shit.
You get a cosign or not. And that's what I love about that shit. We gonna find that shit either way, but don't be upset when somebody's not supporting your shit. Just keep going, because that's gonna hinder the way your progress is. I always tell people, focus on the motherfuckers that do support you and go hard with them, right? Versus the motherfuckers that's not giving you that love or showing, because they're going to catch up anyway. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I think that's been the underlying thing with everybody you just named, including yourself. You're not worried about what everybody else is thinking. You just smashing and doing that. Yeah. What I do want to ask you though is, in terms of being an artist yourself, you said you got people that are under you, and how are you passing that knowledge on to them? Because there's a thing that artists can't really sign other artists, or they're not really good with doing that. You know what I'm saying? How do you create that structure within your own crew?
Well, I'm the president at my label.
Speak that shit.
You feel me?
Speak that shit.
You didn't say that loud enough.
Let me turn that mic up one more time. One more time.
For real, but for real, like, I just feel like, a lot of people try to overshadow or take the juice from somebody else. At the end of the day, you can't, you know what I'm saying? That's their juice. You give people the platform to do what they got to do. Just as a people, we should just, you feel me, do that, period. Whether you sign this man or not, I feel like people try to overshadow or take away from whoever they, you know what I'm saying, get that plateau to. And that's what mess up a rising artist.
Yeah.
When somebody overshadow what you doing.
Stifle that growth.
Yeah.
You know what I do like about what you got going on is I don't never see no clown shit. Like, it ain't, I don't ever see your name in no bullshit. I don't ever see no troll. I do see you doing the money thing on the gram. Now, do you feel like, what's your thoughts behind that? Because I heard somebody say that it's a motivational tool, and I'm like, bro, you playing, that's whack. It's not motivation. Like, it's
with the
money and in the flat. Like, what's the motive behind that? Because just,
I mean, I came from the projects. A lot of niggas around me ain't got it. Like, a lot of niggas, not around me, but a lot of niggas that, it ain't no nigga that you could really look up to and be like, damn, he got this going for us, so I could do this for me. I don't know, it's just not. So it's like for me to be that to my little brothers and like to just young niggas around me, like niggas like fuck with that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when you pull up in the hood, Rafe, you 17, 18, pulling up like that. Even though, you know what I mean, it just, you know, pull up to the hood, they stunting. Like niggas just be like, damn, like it's tangible. It's something that
something they can see and touch and feel.
Now I'm saying like it ain't cool to just, you know what I'm saying, fuck you niggas, I'm getting money. Like you know, some niggas feel that way. I mean, money ain't really shit to me. You feel me? It just the act of showing niggas it's there. You feel me? It's there to get. I feel like that's what I'm.
So it's not a self-motivational thing. It's more of an inspiration to people that
it's
that
tangible.
are around.
It's
niggas
showing people that it's real.
Niggas see me, nigga. That shit can really happen.
Yeah,
you could really go get this. Now go get it.
Go.
What you want to do? You want me to tell you how to go get it? I'll give you a little drops of juice or whatever you need. Go get it your way though. You feel me? That's what I feel like. Niggas got to do.
Now, one thing we always ask people, man, and it's more or less just speaking shit into existence, because I've been seeing you on that save wave too. What's one thing you want to make sure you do before the year? The year can't end without you doing what?
Shit, I'm about to be 20.
You just gonna keep throwing that out there and make niggas feel old? You just
your old ass.
Like, yeah, your ass.
I don't even know.
Anything on your mind that you want to do? Anything that's in the back of the mind? Like, the fuck?
Hey, look, I gotta be alert. That's my alarm. It's like, hey, you got shit to do.
I don't even know. I'ma just keep stacking and hope for the best. Shit, I don't know. We just living life at this point.
I do want to ask you that. So, I mean, I don't want to blow your spot up, but I know you kind of doing your thing right now. The music is working for you. Everything is booming right now. Are you on a financial plan? Like, are you saving? Are you? You said you stacking, but like, are you really stacking, or you fake stacking?
Nah, we stacking.
Like, what's the plan? Like, do you plan on doing some stocks and some property? What's the plan?
You know.
I know you 20, but still, you got. I wish somebody would ask me this.
20 yet.
You like,
don't push me.
Oh, you 19?
I'm still a teen,
Listen,
baby.
Man, what's the plan? Other than the Rafe?
You know, man, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? They just, when you see my name on a billboard with such and such business behind it, don't be surprised.
All right, okay, please give him all right. Yeah,
LLC,
bro,
all that.
Man.
Investments.
Bro, it's woo. Once Papa Caucasian come knocking for that tax money,
you said Papa Caucasian,
it's gonna be bad, bro.
Nah, you get like that. I already know. You know what I'm saying,
bro.
I was talking to Thug about that shit.
What happened?
He was just telling me you better pay that shit on.
Bro. Listen to me. Listen, I'm trying. That's why I asked you. I know you stacking, but you got to pay them white people.
Nah, we straight. We good.
Don't not pay them white people.
You briefly mentioned it, but I do want to get a sense of, like, because I haven't gone to a show before. So what's the show like when you hit the stage?
I just recently started taking shows too, so that shit it's been crazy. Like the response I get, I don't even got to be there. I just got a video last night. They playing me at Belasco.
Crazy.
I ain't even have to be there. They just singing it word for word for word.
Now, Die Young.
Yeah.
That's a saying. The hook. Judged by 12 instead of carried by 6.
Yeah.
That's a saying that we all pretty much grew up with in LA. Right?
Yeah.
Do you is that like, I want you to just talk about that, just because I talk to a lot of people that's not from here, and they don't, well, some people that's not from here, some people that's from the projects and from other cities where they areas like where we grew up, because I'm from the east side too, but like, it's like, I think that the average person don't understand that concept. Like, break that down. Not like I know what that means. Like, I know what it means, but I'm just saying I just want you to break down the mentality behind that. Like, I'd rather put myself at risk.
I'd rather be alive and well and have a chance at my freedom than
in a box,
than sitting under dirt and worms. That's period. That's just a mentality. I'm gonna die about it. I'd rather be, you feel me? I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6.
Also, I want your perspective on this. I was talking earlier, and a lot of people that's from out of town, they don't necessarily understand how small LA is, even though it's big, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I was explaining to them the difference between like the east side, the west side. Like I didn't even know where the Beverly Center was till I was like 23 years old. Like I had no idea because we don't.
Yeah.
And so, like, when people come out here, especially for music or entertainment, they be like, well, we're going to be at the Beverly Center. We're going to be, at the off Wilshire. We're going to be on Ventura. And I'm like, bro, we didn't even know where that was.
Yeah. Like, my first time going to the Beverly Center was after the nigga was getting money. Shit, I ain't know.
Exactly. Do you? That's no for real shit. I was at the Lakewood Mall. Like I didn't know. And if we want to spend some real money, you go to Cerritos Mall.
Exactly. There you go.
Right?
Yeah.
So like, do you have that experience when people coming out tapping in with you, like, and you gotta kind of break the LA shit down to them?
I mean, niggas who fuck with me, I keep them cool. They be, you know what I'm saying? They be regular and it be straight. Niggas fuck with me, but at the end of the day, when you pass the 10, niggas don't, you know what I'm saying? We like niggas is starting to catch on. You feel me? Gang niggas starting to catch on to that shit.
They are.
You yeah. Niggas is walking down Melrose waiting on you. Just letting you know. So beware.
Beware.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Feed the Streets out right now. Is there anything else you're working on? Anything that people can look forward to?
Die Young out. You know what I'm saying? That's on everything.
Got you.
We just hit about I don't even know how many streams we do this week.
2 billion.
Over 800,000.
1.3, I think.
Damn. Just light work.
Light work.
Yeah, that's besides SoundCloud, YouTube, all that shit. But that's out right now. We just did a single for my boy passed away, called Rich Forever. I put that out. It's on SoundCloud only, but
real quick. I know Nip fuck with you tough.
Yeah.
Explain that relationship. Like, how did that come about?
Really, it was just, the streets. He deep in the streets. Nip is like A&R in the streets in LA, you feel me? So anything that's getting hot, you know what I'm saying, revolving around, niggas hearing word of mouth, he gonna hear about it. So, we just caught up on some shit. I seen him, I feel like the first time I met him was at the Marathon store. We went to the Marathon store for his release with the single YG and him.
Yeah.
The last time I checked.
Yeah.
Nigga, first time he seen me, he like, oh, they my peoples, let him hear you. Real nigga, you feel me? So it wasn't even, like, when I met him, he wasn't on no shit like that. He never been on no shit like that with me, though. Feel me? Nip always been open about everything. Just whatever I want to know, knowledge, anything, he just been that big brother, you know what I'm saying, on his side to me. So that's like big bro too, him.
Who else do you tap in with regularly? Is anybody else?
It really just be him and Meek.
Right.
To be honest.
How'd you and Meek get the relationship on?
I think O'Malley was playing my shit. Like O'Malley know my shit. Like his right,
Yeah.
Right. Fucking with him. So it was just some shit like that. It just really be it'd be crazy how it come. But yeah, O'Malley.
That's big, bro.
Yeah. So I just be tapped in with them two niggas. I don't really open myself up to too many people just because of the simple fact that I've always been I just watch a lot before I, step out. So it just, I fuck with them two niggas heavy for sure.
Well, yeah, man, we wish you nothing but the best, bro. We, like I said, we were talking about it for the last few shows and even on throughout this year, just of how proud we are of motherfuckers like yourself that's doing your thing. So continue to prosper. You a homegrown homie now, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, it's all love, man. Appreciate you coming on through, man. It's homegrown radio. We out.